Hey, what's up, y'all? They said, oh, hey, sorry. Let me slow down. How are you? I am good. Thanks for asking. Resignation, Lee Hyun. Ooh, that name makes me think it's Korean with the HY. Anyways, I saw it's in multi-language, English. We got English covered because I'm speaking that right now. Korean, which, Anyang, Mohe, Jajane. What's up? Hey, how you doing? And then Tagalog. Dude, I don't remember any Tagalog. Kumusta? That's about as far I can go with that. Just coming from a video where I had like a really good time, but the camera cut off, power got cut off or something, and like I typically would focus on that, and I would be very like, oh yeah, I was doing a thing, and the camera cut off. But a life lesson that I've learned, and maybe it applies to you, maybe it doesn't, is that when things fail, when they like die, I immediately just get back into the fray, because as soon as you start doing something again, you get fixated on what you're doing currently and not what just happened. So by the end of this video, I'm going to be focused on what happened here and not what happened 15 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago. Okay. Morissette. If you've seen me react to Morissette, you know how I feel. She is the best. She's the number one. There's not a close second place or third place. She just stands alone in her vocal ability. But a lot of times she makes songs that are not songs that I like. She's just awesome. And let's go down this rabbit hole for a second. When you come from, I'm gonna use the United States as an example. If you grew up in the South, you have a Southern accent, or up in the Northeast, you have a Yankee Northeastern accent, or you have a different accent if you're like out in the like Texas area versus say California. But you have that accent not because you have one, but because of what you're hearing constantly in your ears. And so this might seem weird to say, but as a guitarist, I listen to her because listening to people who sound amazing, it does something that you don't know about. Like you just don't know. Like I don't know what listening to her does to my guitar playing, but it does something. Because when you're immersed in a certain type of sound, it's going to affect you. It's going to change how you behave. But you don't necessarily know how that's going to be. Yeah. So, all right, let's take one little more side note. One side note is in music school, I had to do 4 years of chorus, which I was not excited about at all. I was like, dude, I'm a guitar player. I want to play guitar. Let's do like all the guitar we can get our hands on. And I was complaining to my mentor. I was like, dude, 4 years? I have to do 4 years of vocal studies, like even like at a low level, because I can't play in an orchestra, because I'm not playing like violin, viola, cello, bass. I have to play guitar, and there's not a spot for guitarists in most classical repertoire with a big ensemble. And what he said, and it turns out he was right about everything. He said, you have no idea what you're going to learn by being part of a vocal ensemble. He said, don't fight it. You have to do it. Do it anyway. Just do it because you have to do it. But he goes, years from now, you're going to realize that you learn things from a vocalist that you would have never learned from a guitarist. And so here we are. We're here now because every time I hear her, I don't know what I'm learning, but I know I'm learning something. Because you can't hear greatness and not have it rub off on you. So let's go. I did say this on the last video of Morissette, which was She Used to Be Mine, which is Morissette actually, you can see her, we haven't heard her sing yet. She's actually, you can see the emotion of her vocal line before she begins singing. Let's back up while these strings are going on. You can see she's usually smiling like super big. She's actually preparing her body and her mind to deliver the lines a certain way.
Through all those times, I felt a happiness with you.
Oh, I don't think I need closed caption. Maybe I do, I don't know.
You never felt the same way too. It's not that I didn't know what you felt in your heart, 'cause I felt it too. Letting go, letting you leave it all behind is something I'll never get used to. And it hurts to know that you may never look my way.
So this is kind of a callback to She Used to Be Mine, which is the low volume. She's almost whispering at us with her singing voice. But she's not whispering. She's actually very focused and controlled. And does this make sense? She's actually punching us in the ears, even though the volume is low, and she's very subtle because she's got like such command of the voice and articulation. You can hear it as like a whisper, but try singing what she's singing at that volume level, and you'll find that you get muddy and it kind of like wavers around. And you're like, oh, she's still laser focused, even though it's so soft.
Again, why didn't you tell me what held you back? Did you ever think of everything I'd feel? You fell for me and said I had your heart, but you just let me fall. Never try to catch me at all. Should I hate you and try to just forget?
That's a really good line. Obviously, she didn't write it, but like that's a really good line. If I just hate you, then I don't really have to think about anything else. I just hate you and what happened. And also the black and white. This is the first video I think I've ever seen her doing just black and white.
Should I blame myself and live with this regret? If I could only do it all again, I would turn back time, back when I was yours and you were still mine.
These last two lines, very little vibrato. Hold up. No vibrato. No vibrato. And then now she adds it at the end.
Sana'y narinig sa iyong labi.
That's gotta be Tagalog. That's weird that my Korean is so bad, but I'm pretty sure that's not Korean.
Di ganun iyong nadarama sa'kin. Hinayaan mong pusong nahuhulog at nasasaktan na nga ngayon. May magagawa pa ba? Malilimot pa bang mga sakit na kulang ba? Di
Also, like, it's not just that she's singing in, right now, 2 languages. It's going to be 3, I assume. But it's not just that she's singing in 3. It's going to, like, the actual performance aspect, which is that when if we're speaking a language, we're like, oh, let's just try to get the language straight enough where people understand us. But as a singer, she has to concentrate on where the vowels are in her singing line and where the consonants are and where she's going to cut them off at. Because like, let's say, I'm going to sing cat. Cat. So where do I put the T? Cat. There's going to be a cutoff. And you actually need to put the cutoff of the consonant. It needs to make sense rhythmically. So she's not only doing multiple languages, but she's also nailing where the consonants should fall in her vocal line. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is Korean. It's called sarcasm. It's obviously Spanish.
Question your choice anymore. Just please don't ever look my way again. I'll try to hold in the tears with a smile and hope that it could last me a while. Watching all of these fading memories, and it's finally clear to me we were never meant to be.
Ooh, even though my Korean's bad, this is the Korean part. I'm assuming this is wrong. What did she just say? Yeah. There's something to do with love, right? Sarangeyo? Sarange? So it's just some type of conjugation of love. Okay. Oh, by the way, Sarangeyo. Oh, shipshio. Anyoniki shipshio. But I'm not leaving. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I'm not leaving.
Hoping one day she could be all the happiness you never felt with me.
Also, something I think that's very understated here is how, like, two things. I'm going to stack two things together here. That's why I held it a two. Is she's doing a very good job of emotionalizing what she's saying and really getting into the character. But there's a hiccup there. If you've ever tried to sing while you were crying, it doesn't work. So she can't get so sad and so drawn in that her body actually responds like someone who's sad, because then she won't be able to sing. So she's doing like a really amazing job of being there in her head and her eyes and her mouth and her body and with her sound. But she's not going so down that hole that it actually messes up her ability to sing. Take a song that you can sing that's sad, then actually get really sad where you're like basically crying, and then try to sing again, and all of a sudden you're like, wait, I can't do it. Dude, she's awesome. I think out of the last 2 or 3 songs, okay, I think I did Defying Gravity and She Used to Be Mine. I like this one the best, and I'm not even sure why. I'll try to make up a reason. You ready for this? The bass player. I think the bass playing and the rhythm of the backing track was like just active enough to where it... How do you say this? Well, I don't know how to say it, so I'm just going to say it. I'm not really a big fan of Broadway. And sometimes the activity of the lines, see, that's not fair. That's not fair because there's Broadway songs where there's like dope bass parts. But there's something about this song which was not stage dramatic. Does that make sense? I feel like more like you're actually singing a song that means something to you instead of an actor, actress on a stage singing lines. I hope that makes some sense. It doesn't matter if it doesn't, but that's how I feel about it. And I had no clue she had ever done anything in Korean. Yeah. There's probably no chance that any of you here are fans of BTS and know Suga from BTS under the stage name August D doing his solo rap game where like he had on his last album he had a track called What Do You Think? But it took me forever just to go to the I don't even know if I still know it. Oh, Takasinga K? Oh, Takasinga K? Oh, Takasinga K? Yeah. That song is called What Do You Think by August D. And it's like, how can just what he's saying when he's opening the song, how can it be that difficult to say? Dude, some Korean can be hard, bro. I had a great time. Obviously. I hope you did too. Sometimes I go on these like epic, to me they're epic. Well, actually, to me they're just me being me, but sometimes it turns out that they're epic rants. Sometimes I go on an epic rant. And sometimes I just shut up. Ish. I mean, I still talk a lot, you know. I talk like a lot, like more. I talk probably more than a person should talk. But that being said, I'm shutting up. I'm leaving. And as she was referring to in the Korean, 사랑해요. I love you, and 안녕히 계십시오. I'm saying goodbye, but not am I just saying goodbye. I'm saying I'm goodbye. I'm saying goodbye to you because I'm leaving.